A powerful transformation often starts with a single sentence. Imagine the moment you catch yourself saying, "I can't do this," when you're faced with a difficult task. Now, picture the difference if, instead, you shift that sentence to, "I can try." This seemingly simple change might appear irrelevant at first glance, but it's a giant leap in how your mind perceives challenges and possibilities. The story of growth mindset begins right here, in the subtle yet profound language we use every day. Developing a growth mindset isn't about erasing all your doubts overnight. It's about opening the door to possibilities, learning, and personal evolution, step by step, word by word. So, how do you cultivate this mindset? Let's explore 5 easy, actionable steps to help you move from doubt to determination, from limitation to growth, and from "I can't" to "I'll try." Step 1. Become aware of your self-talk. Every day, your inner dialogue shapes your beliefs about what you're capable of. The words, "I always mess this up," or "I'll never be good at this," act like mental barriers, keeping you from progressing. But what happens when you notice these negative phrases and pause for a moment to question them? Developing awareness is about shining a gentle spotlight on your thoughts. Not to judge yourself, but to understand where your beliefs come from. Maybe you struggle with math and have told yourself for years that you just aren't a math person. Maybe someone's offhand comment during childhood stuck with you and became part of your identity. This awareness is the first and most crucial step. Before you can change your mindset, you have to tune in and recognize the language you're actually using, both out loud and in your head. Step 2. Challenge and reframe unhelpful language. Once you notice your limiting phrases, the next step is to gently challenge them. Instead of, "I'm terrible at this," try saying, "I'm just starting to learn this," or "I haven't figured it out yet." Swap absolute words like "never" and "always" for more flexible ones like "sometimes" or "yet." The magic word "yet" is a cornerstone of the growth mindset. When you say, "I can't solve this yet," you acknowledge both your current struggle and your potential to overcome it in the future. This tiny shift makes a world of difference in your mindset. Suddenly, setbacks turn into learning opportunities rather than permanent failures. Step 3. Embrace effort and persistence as strengths. In a fixed mindset, talent is everything, and struggle is a sign you don't have what it takes. But people with a growth mindset understand that effort, persistence, and even making mistakes are the true engines for success. When you approach challenges, remember that the process of grappling with something difficult actually builds new pathways in your brain. Each trial, each error, each try plants the seeds for future understanding. When you feel discouraged, remind yourself that mastery is forged through practice, repetition, and learning from failures rather than avoiding them. Step 4. Seek feedback and learn from criticism. It's natural to feel sensitive when someone points out what you could do better. But feedback isn't a threat. It's a valuable resource for growth. Instead of shrinking from criticism, people with a growth mindset see it as a guide. The next time you receive constructive feedback, resist the urge to get defensive or discouraged. Instead, ask questions, reflect on what's being said, and focus on how the information can help you improve. Recognize that every piece of feedback is a stepping stone toward becoming more skilled and capable. By actively seeking out different perspectives, you not only accelerate your progress, but also demonstrate a willingness to adapt and thrive. Step 5. Celebrate progress, not perfection. Too often, we only acknowledge our successes when we achieve something big, when the job is done perfectly. But the heart of a growth mindset is found in noticing and celebrating the efforts, small victories, and lessons learned along the journey. Did you make fewer mistakes today than yesterday? Did you stick with a task a little longer before giving up? Did you try a new approach, even if it didn't work out perfectly? Each of these moments deserves recognition. By focusing on improvement, not just results, you reinforce the belief that abilities can be developed and that trying is always worth it. These 5 steps, awareness, reframing language, embracing effort, seeking feedback, and celebrating progress, combine to create a powerful foundation for a lifelong growth mindset. But it's important to remember that building this mindset isn't about achieving a permanent state of optimism. It's about practicing daily, catching yourself when old habits slip in, and choosing, over and over again, to believe in the possibility of change. A single sentence can shape your destiny. The journey from "I can't" to "I can try" is not only about shifting words, but also about transforming your beliefs, your responses to challenges, and ultimately, your outcomes. Every time you choose words that reflect possibility instead of limitation, you're rewiring your brain for adaptability and resilience. Your language creates your mindset, and your mindset shapes your life. Even if right now you're filled with self-doubt, know that every phrase you change, every effort you celebrate, and every lesson you learn plants a seed for a brighter future. When you say, "I can try," you open yourself to growth, adventure, and the realization of your true potential. And with these 5 easy steps, you have the tools to start building that future, one empowering sentence at a time. Remember, the journey of developing a growth mindset isn't a race or a destination. It's a daily commitment to seeing yourself and your abilities as works in progress, full of untapped potential, waiting to be explored. So the next time you hear that old, familiar voice say, "I can't," pause, breathe, and gently remind yourself, "I can try." That single, powerful shift in language might just change everything. Thank you for watching this episode of Mind Awakening TV. If you enjoyed this journey, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon so you never miss an awakening moment. Leave your thoughts in the comments, and let's continue the conversation. Stay curious and keep expanding your mind.